Hi everybody! So my name is Melanie and I'm here today to show you that you do not need expensive sewing machines to be sewing. So I own an actual sewing business here. It's called Memory Blankets and Bears. I make items out of clothing, whether it's somebody who passed away or digging out those t-shirts out of the closet that we haven't worn in forever and making a t-shirt quilt out of it. I also make bears, so somebody whose grandpa passed away or their dad. Baby's clothing is another popular seller. I also make items out of baby clothing, and I've been doing so successfully for 5 years. So I thought that I would share with you and to pop some of the bubbles that you don't need to spend a lot of money to be into sewing. So here it goes. This is my brother's sewing machine. It's a double sewing and embroidery machine. I purchased it a year roughly after I began sewing because I had a lot of customers asking me to do personalization on the bears and on the blankets. So I bought this not really knowing what I was getting into. It's very easy to use. It is my go-to for embroidery. It comes with a 4x4 inch hoop, so you can do up to a 4x4 inch area for embroidery. Once you get a little bit more comfortable with it, you can purchase some software and you can buy what's called an adjustable hoop. So you can do larger items up to 7 inches with this. And what I like about this machine is that because it does a larger hoop with the embroidery hoop, you don't have to upgrade your machine once you get fluent with embroidery. A lot of people spend more money for a different machine because they want the larger hoop, but this one is very affordable. You can get it anywhere from roughly $300 to $600 Canadian. It's a little bit cheaper in the States because you guys can pop over to your Walmart and get it. In sewing groups, I've seen people pick up one of these versions, whether it's the Brother LB6810, this is a newer model, off the clearance for as low as $150 to $200. So this one will do letters and numbers. You can download free designs online. You can also purchase some programming software and do it yourself. It's a single needle, so one thing you have to keep in mind with this is if you're doing some embroidery where you have a lot of different colors, you have to change it out a lot. Not really a big deal, not really a game changer for me. Gets the job done, which is what we're going for. So this is my heavy duty Singer machine. It'll run you about $200 at most stores, whether it's Walmart, Home Depot, they all carry them. There's different versions of this machine. You don't really need to spend the extra 60 bucks for different stitches unless you know ahead of time that you're going to be doing fancy stitch work. This is not a computerized machine. It stitches 1100 stitches per minute, which is why I decided to go with it. My original machine could only do 600 stitches per minute, which is fine when working on smaller items. But if you're doing a lot of sewing for larger items, binding for quilts and blankets, you may want to have something that is a little faster so you can get the projects done a little quicker. This machine is good for hemming as well because the part comes out here. For when you're hemming some jeans, you can just slip it on there, or whether it's a cuff to a shirt, and it fits around, so you don't really have to mess around with stretching it out and trying to fit it in. It also opens up for storage. Take some cards out of there, and this is all my little trinkets and treasures. And so this is the heavy duty machine.